Hello, welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Fidelia Aguncha. The Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, has called for peace and unity among all Nigerians in order for the country to move forward. The police boss made the call during a visit to Abia State, where he met with the state governor, Okezie Ikpeazu. His visit comes a week after members of proscribed indigenous people of Biafra clashed with military officials, causing tension in the region. Idris commended the Abia State government for properly managing the security issues and restoring peace to the once troubled state. Biafra agitation group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, has appealed its proscription by the Federal High Court in Abuja. Lawyers representing Nnamdi Kanu on Friday filed a suit against the proscription, saying uphold is a non-violent organization. The Abuja High Court on Wednesday proscribed uphold's activities, describing it as illegal. The court ruling followed the proscription of the group by southeastern governors in the country. Nigeria's Minister of Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, has criticized the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra. Speaking at an event to mark the 2017 International Day of Peace, the minister said he is in support of the group's demand, but faulted its methodology. Dalong charged youth in the country to be ambassadors of peace in all they do. His comment comes days after the Federal High Court in Abuja proscribed the activities of the Biafra agitation group.
My message to the uphold members is, if they are agitating for self-determination, it is allowed, it is even recognized globally. But limit your agitations peacefully. You can agitate because you are seeking to make an impact, to demand for attention, well, which is okay. I don't have a quarrel with that. But I will have a quarrel with a method of agitation that will transit beyond the boundaries of the rights of other people to freely move about and freely transact their own businesses. So my appeal to the uphold members is, as much as they have grievances and agitation for self-determination, they should conduct themselves in a peaceful manner and even respect other Nigerians.
The United Kingdom has denied receiving any request from the Nigerian government to shut down the activities of Radio Biafra. The radio station, established by the Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra (MASOB), is based in the UK and run by Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, had said the British government refused to honor a request from the Nigerian government seeking the closure of the radio station. But in reaction to this, the British High Commission in a statement said the UK has no knowledge of any such request from the Nigerian government. Nigerians have been advised to imbibe the spirit of unity as the world marks the 2017 World Peace Day. This year's edition of the event, themed Respect, Safety and Dignity for All, coincides with the 72nd UN General Assembly in New York. A non-governmental organization, the Immaculate Peace Movement, staged a peaceful walk in Lagos to commemorate the day and pass the message of peace across to Nigerians. The 2017 World Peace Day could not have come at a better time when the Nigerian government is contending with the issue of Boko Haram in the north and the just proscribed IPOB in the east. The theme of this year's Peace Day is also appropriate, as Nigerians desire a peaceful and safe country. This is why this group staged a peaceful walk to re-emphasize the desires of Nigerians to live as one happy and indivisible people despite little differences across the ethnic groups. With banners and placards, the group marched to the Lagos State House of Assembly to deliver a letter of peace and support to the federal government in its effort to unite Nigerians and stem all acts that can jeopardize the peaceful coexistence of the people.
What we want in Nigeria is peace and harmony. And no matter your grievances or whatever you believe in, whether your tribe is from A or B or C or D, what we want is unity. We want it to be done in a peaceful manner and in a way that Nigeria will continue with the peaceful relationship. and coexistence in Nigeria.
It is only when there is peace that Nigerians can benefit from the dividend of democracy.
The group wants the Nigerian government to engage the Biafra agitators in a dialogue to maintain the country's unity.
I want you to know that if the Igbos, the IPOP people really want their separation, they should not go in violence. They should dialogue with the government to know the real way out of the system, not to have people being killed, being trapped, being in violence. I am not in support of that. And I wish this nation should come into one understanding that we have peace and stability, peace and unity.
The letter was received by the chairman, Lagos House of Assembly Committee on Information, Tunde Buraimo, with promise that action will be taken on it. As Nigeria celebrates the 2017 World Peace Day, it is believed the Nigerians will take a cue from this group and maintain peace and unity, which is the only guarantee for national development. The Nigerian army says it has rescued 2 soldiers and 4 civilians from a kidnapper's den in Rivers State, southern Nigeria. A statement from the Joint Military Task Force in Niger Delta says the rescue followed intelligence report of a kidnapper's den in the Obiozimini area of the state. According to the statement, the criminals escaped arrest after engaging the troops in a gun duel. The soldiers, however, recovered 3 pump-action rifles, 8 empty cartridges, and a human skull and some bones from the kidnappers' hideout, which has now been destroyed. The Nigerian police have graduated over 10,000 new recruits into the police force. The new recruits were selected from across the country after 9 months of training. The passing out ceremony took place at the Police College in Ikeja, Lagos, southwest Nigeria.
The best in profession.
The new addition to the Nigerian police force.
And upright. Just passing the saluting dance.
583 recruits here are part of the 10,000 new personnel who are officially graduating into the force across the country after 9 months of rigorous training. The government plans to recruit around 30,000 police officers this year. That target is fully on course.
The public has high expectations from you as police officers. The protection of lives and property of the citizenry, enforcement of all laws and regulations, and prevention of crimes lies squarely on police shoulders. It is therefore my expectation that you will go out there as good ambassadors and put in your best towards enhancing the performance of the force in maintaining law and order. I will not hesitate to deal decisively with any police officer found in acts which violates the laws of the land, including the prosecution of such persons, to act as deterrent to others. You are therefore advised not to engage in corrupt practices and any other nefarious activities.
The police chief also asked the recruits to respect the rights of all citizens. He went further to call on the government to approve the recruitment of more police officers each year to meet up with the standards set by the United Nations.
On my assumption of office as the 19th Inspector General of Police, I stated in very clear terms that this police administration, under my leadership, will operate within the mantra of the rule of law and respect for the human rights of all Nigerians. Let once again appeal to Mr. President to further approve the recruitment of 31,000 police officers yearly for the next 5 years to make the Nigerian police operate within the United Nations approved policing ratio of 1 to 400.
The new recruit pledged their commitment to the security of lives and properties and to be upright at all times.
And Nigeria should expect something good, unlike what they think the Nigerian police is before. They should expect quality work, efficiency from the new Nigerian police personnel.
Nigeria should be expecting the best from us because we are a police with a difference and we are coming to correct the corruptions, everything that is on ground.
With a population of over 150 million, Nigeria is seriously under-policed and would require about 31,000 police officers every year to be able to make up the numbers. Medical and Health Workers Union chapter of National Association for Food, Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) on Friday embarked on an indefinite strike action demanding improved welfare. The union wants the implementation of the welfare package entered in 2013 with the management and the Ministry of Health. The strike action comes days after the Joint Health Sector Union embarked on an indefinite strike action demanding payment of salaries owed their members. President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday arrived the United Kingdom, where he will be spending 4 days before returning to Nigeria on Monday. This is according to the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina. The presidential advisor, however, did not state the reason for the president's visit. The president left for London after meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump on the sidelines of the 72nd UN General Assembly. The visit comes barely a month after the president spent over 100 days in London for medical treatment. Justice Okpeyemi Oke on the 25th of September will be sworn in as the new acting Chief Judge of Lagos State. Oke, who will be sworn in by the Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode, will replace outgoing Chief Justice Olufunmilayo Atilade. Justice Atilade will attain the statutory retirement age on September 24th and will now be replaced by Oke, who is the most senior judge of the state judiciary. The Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has called for the support of state and local governments in the implementation of the Power Sector Recovery Program. The minister made the call while speaking at the 3rd National Council on Power held in Jos. The recovery program is aimed at solving problems associated with the sector, which include energy theft, safety, and estimated billing, among others. The minister also encouraged states and local governments to set up audit teams to verify debt owed by them. The House of Representatives on Friday restated its determination to pass a bill regulating the activities of non-governmental organizations in Nigeria. A statement by the Deputy Majority Leader of the House, Umar Buba Jibril, said the move became necessary following several fraud cases by NGOs. He also alleged some NGOs were being used to fund the activities of terrorists and insurgents. Jibril, however, said religious organizations will not be affected by the proposed bill.
Corruption not in my country.
That was a very good business. Yeah. The furniture you brought was very perfect.
That's how we roll.
Let me do you receipts.
Yeah. How much was it again?
1 million naira.
Okay, write 2.5.
Mbano. The deal was for 1 million naira now.
Okay, write 3 million. I'll give you 500.
Oh no, I don't do business like that now. Yeah.
In that case, give me back my check. Let me go and look for someone that understand business.
Take.
Your loss.
It is only for incorruptible customers. What are you talking?
I get that.
What kind of this?
You will just die.
No,
you will die.
That is the door. I get that from here.
Rubbish.
Look, my people, make una really add money for original invoice price. That's not corruption. Say no, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. The Naira is expected to remain steady against the US dollar next week as investors await the decision of the CBN Monetary Policy Committee on interest rate. The Central Bank Monetary Policy Committee will meet on Tuesday and is expected to announce its policy decisions. Meanwhile, at investors and exporters window, the Naira traded at around $3.60 a dollar, while it shuffled between $3.65 and $3.67 on the black markets. Oil prices were mixed on Friday, hovering close to their highest levels in months, as major producers may wait until January before deciding whether to extend their output curves beyond the first quarter. Brent crude was up 14 cents at $56.57 a barrel, while US crude was down 3 cents at $50.52 a barrel. Oil prices have gained more than 15 cents in the last 3 months, suggesting output cuts of 1.8 million barrels per day by OPEC and other producers have helped clear the global crude glut. Thousands of demonstrators in several Cameroon English-speaking towns marched through the streets on Friday in protest against the continuous detention of some of its community leaders. The demonstrators, who claim to represent an independent southern Cameroon, say they are being marginalized in the affairs of the nation. The march coincides with the President Paul Biya's speech at the UN General Assembly in New York. FIFA on Friday officially announced the final 3 candidates for the 2017 Best FIFA Men's Coach Award. Massimiliano Milano Allegri, Antonio Conte and Zinedine Zidane were selected from the original 12-man list. The top women's coach will be battled out between Neil Nelson, Gerard Piqué and Serena Wigman. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi and Neymar Jr. has been shortlisted for the 2017 Best FIFA Men Award. The trio were selected from the initial shortlist of 30 players after a vote from national team coaches, captains, selected media and the fans. In the women's category, the final shortlist included Venezuela's Dana Castellanos, USA's Carly Lloyd and Netherlands' Lick Martens. The award ceremony is scheduled for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. Well, that's all on News Now. Thanks for watching. I am Fidelia Aguncha.